I hear worried voices in the room, my goodness. Whew. Usually I only get that response when I say that we're going to do like the gauntlet recalls or something, and then everybody gets real freaked out. So, what we'll do with Leave It is I'm going to toss toys somewhere near you, and I'll demo this with a dog. When we say leave it, what we really mean with the dog is ignore that thing over there and look at me instead, interact with me instead. If you have to say leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it, and you're dragging the dog past the goose poop on the sidewalk or the cigarette butt or whatever it is, the dog doesn't really know what leave it means, and you're just saying words at them, and it's not accomplishing what you want. What we can do is teach the dog that when I say leave it, I mean the same thing as when I call your name. And so we'll use what's called a prompt switch, where we say the new word followed by the word that we want the dog to learn. Nope, backwards. We say I don't know what I'm saying. We say the new word, it's a day already. We say the new word followed by the word that the dog already knows in order to teach the dog that they mean the same thing. If I say the words that the dog already knows first, they hear it, they kind of shut their ears off, and then they don't hear the second word. So that's why it's important that you say the new word first, followed by the old familiar word. So I would say, if I'm training my dog, for example, I would say, leave it, Joe. So it feels weird because usually you say the dog's name first to let them know that you're talking to them. But in this case, we're going to say, leave it, followed by your dog's name. So, leave it, Joe. Eventually you can drop the dog's name, and so you don't have to say their name with it. I would practice this outside, like in your driveway, with toys or whatever in the driveway. I would not practice this with things in your home that the dog is fixating on, like if your dog really loves socks or face masks or tissues. Don't practice with those things in the house, because if they accidentally get it while you're practicing, you just let the dog get the thing that they're not supposed to have, and you just made their day, and now they're going to do it more. So practice this, in your front yard with a toy or in your driveway, because really the most that we use leave it is walking through the store or walking down the sidewalk, and there's something that we don't want the dog to grab, so we say leave it. I know sometimes we use it in the home, we don't use it as much, and so primarily I would practice this outside. Yes, question?
I have mulch going into my home, going into my house, and since she was a puppy, we did trade, because she's in and out. But should I be working on leave it, so she just leaves it alone instead of having to pop it in her mouth?
You can do that. You can work on leave it with her now that we're introducing it more, but she's definitely chewing that pad and she's going to swallow some of it. So you can work on it with the mulch for sure. But the important thing is with leave it is that you're not just saying it, because if you're just saying it and the dog doesn't know what it means, it's losing value and the cue isn't going to work the way that you want.
Right. It's like she associates that with trade. She'll spit it out and then you say trade.
Yeah, I would work on
something else.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna borrow a dog and I'm gonna try this. Can I try with Baldwin?
Sure.
If you could unclip him and then kind of send him my way. Hi, Baldwin. Okay. Oh, hi, Poodle. Oh my gosh, do you want to interact with me? Maybe not.
This is my people.
He's like, no.
Not my day today.
He says, no, thank you. I don't want to do that. Will Jazzy talk to me, maybe? Can I try with Jazzy?
You want to talk to Haley?
Yeah. I want to try with the poodle. Hi, honey. Can I talk to you? Okay. Do you want to unclip
Sit, Jazzy. Sit. Jazzy. Good. Good. You ready? Okay, you go,
Oh, no, we're up here. That's okay. That gets better as we get older usually. Oh, you've got floppy feet like a muppet. Hi. Hi, good girl. Good girl. There you go. Hi, baby. How are you? So I'm going to walk her towards that toy on the floor, and I want to call her away before she starts pulling to the toy and losing her brain. Although you might have already lost it. Yeah. Oh, that's a good shake, honey. Good girl. Can we go this way? Jazzy! Yes, good girl. All right, that was a practice round. I forgot to say leave it. But that's okay. She did it. That was a good job. So when my dog does it and they come away from the toy, I want to cheer them on and give them treats, whatever it is that they like. Throw them a little party. Good girl. Leave it, Jazzy! Good girl! Yes, good girl. So, my timing was not good there because she pulled. So, I want to catch it before she starts to pull. Is that offensive? Do you like it? Okay. So, I'm going to try again, but I'm going to say it sooner so that she doesn't hit the point of pulling. Let's go, honey. Leave it, Jazzy! Yes, what a good girl! Oh my goodness. So, that was a much better one. She didn't hit the end of her leash that time. Take it out. Come here. Oh my gosh, you're such a noodle. Okay, I'll try one more time. Ooh, we like kibble too. All of the poodles I've played with today eat. I like it. You don't usually eat. Let's try again. Oh wow, we really like to eat.
I never feed her, you know.
Leave it, Jazzy! Oh, good girl. Okay, good job. So I got super close that time because she was really interested in my food. She wasn't really paying attention to the toy, but it was still too close because once she saw it, she went, oh, there it is, and then she pulled. So what I want you to aim for is calling the dog away before they get to the point of pulling. You don't have to move backwards. You can move to the side. If your dog starts to get wise to the game and they're like, I know you don't want me to touch that, I'll give you a different toy. Hey, are you a good girl? Go one more time. Leave it, Jazzy! What a good dog! Oh my goodness, good girl. Yes, so I want to make it a party when my dog does what I want because I want to make it known that it is great when you ignore the thing on the floor and you come to me instead. So, there are toys near you. If you're not sure which one is yours, I'll point it out. If your dog gets wise to the game and you need a new one, I will give you a different one. So it's leave it, followed by the dog's name.